everybody. I am job hunting. So I decided I'm looking for a job. Holidays are coming up. I have some extra expenses. And I have two friends here who have just recently gotten some jobs, and I want to interview them to see which job I might like best. So we have Chrissy here, and we have Nikki. So Nikki, you just signed up at 31, correct?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did.
Okay, and Chrissy,
I work at the Disney store, but Nikki gave me this nice shirt. She's trying to convince me to join with her, but we'll see.
So
I like the shirt.
So Nikki's working for 31, and Chrissy's working at the mall. She got a job at the Disney store. Sounds like they both sound like lots of fun.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to talk for a second about wages, right? So I want to know, obviously I want to make as much money in my working hours as possible. So Chrissy, what kind of wage are you looking at there?
I get minimum wage.
Minimum wage?
Right now it's like $14 an hour.
Okay, all right. And I'll just put out there that, absolutely nothing wrong with that. Both of them wanted jobs for their families. They went out, they found something that works for them. Absolutely wonderful. Just trying to compare, though in my situation, I have some tuition coming up for my daughters and I really need to make the most money. So $14 an hour, okay, got it. Nikki, what kind of money are you making?
So I make 25% on my sales. So as much as I want to book, I make. So if I want to party once a week, with the average party, I can make about $150 in maybe 4 hours or so.
I see. Okay. So Chrissy, you're working about a 40-hour work week?
40 hours, sometimes
40.
45.
Okay.
If they're really busy.
So Chrissy's working about a 40-hour week. Okay, got that. At about $14 an hour. Math isn't my strong suit, but I know you got to take a bunch of taxes off. And so I think you'd probably be making about 400. Okay, so for about 400. And Nikki, so if you're making an average $150 on a party and you're doing, say, 2 parties a week.
So that's $300 a week.
Okay, so you're almost kind of the same, and you've put in about what, like
8 hours.
8 hours. Okay, and you've put in 40. Okay, well that's okay. Maybe you like to get out of the house, right?
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about parking for a second. Chrissy, what kind of parking situation do you have?
Well, it's just in the mall, right? So unfortunately, we don't have special parking for the Disney store, but
we so you have to park way.
Yeah. They tell us not to take the first few, for the customers or whatever.
But you can get your 10,000 steps in.
True fact.
So that's good.
Lots of walking.
It's probably good. Yeah, good unless it's snowing.
Snowing sucks.
Unless it's raining, or unless you're running late. Mm-hmm. Yeah. What about parking for you? What kind of parking do you have?
Usually, I get the driveway. The hostess will usually get her husband to get his vehicle out and let me in. And most often, like 90% of the time, they help me bring my product in and one trip run in, and I'm good.
Okay, scheduling now. So Chrissy, you mentioned that you wanted lots of hours because, holidays coming up and I'm sure they have lots. So what kind of hours are they? Like, do you get to pick your hours or is it mostly
No, they have like a scheduler who plans everything. So you kind of get what they give. Sometimes you can kind of move some shifts around, but for the most part, it's whatever works best for her.
So you're probably working a lot of evenings and weekends.
Yep.
Yeah. And like what your kid has a school play you might miss or something, right?
Yeah.
But there'll be others, right? And if you don't have time to bake Christmas cookies or something, like you can bake them in January when it slows down, right?
Or Voortman always sells.
That's right. Okay. What about you, Nikki, as far as scheduling? Who does your scheduling?
I do. So if I have like upcoming events with my family, Christmas parties, or if I have, I don't have a kid, but if I have like a doggy Christmas show that I need to go see, I can make sure that I don't have a party on that evening.
Oh. Okay, now here's the big question. Sometimes work can get stressful or sometimes your days are stressful. Can you drink on the job?
Coffee.
Okay, what about
Baileys?
Baileys?
No Baileys. No Baileys. Just plain old
so
coffee.
drink. What about eating? Can you eat like brownies and
no.
Socializing? Can you socialize with your friends on the job?
With the 6-year-olds that
6-year-olds. Okay, all right. And so Nikki, what about you? Drinking, eating, socializing?
All the best hostesses let me. So
they usually have wine.
They usually have wine and they usually have like a big display of like fruit and brownies and yummy treats.
Interesting. Okay, so you've worked your butt off for the holiday season, both of you. Now January comes, and unfortunately they are a little slow now. So Chrissy, you've been laid off. Yeah, that's a bit of a problem, huh? Yeah. What about you, Nikki? Were you laid off?
No. Oh. No, in fact, they actually usually give me a little bit of a sale to help me boost my January.
Oh. And then, of course, you've spent the last several months building up relationships with hostesses and team members so you can cruise through here.
Yeah, usually get a couple parties booked and enjoy the last couple months of Christmas, winter.
So now, one thing though, like after the stress of the holiday season and all the busyness, you're probably looking ahead at your calendar and thinking about traveling. You get any trips or anything with the Disney Store?
You would think that because I work for Disney, maybe they'd give us a Disney vacation, but no.
No. Oh shoot. What about you?
Hey, 31 gave us a Disney vacation.
Oh.
Oh. Any other trips or
That
anything?
ain't cool.
Yeah, every year they do an incentive trip for us. So I think this year or 2 years ago they sent them on a cruise, and this year they sent us to the Bahamas. Next year they're sending us to Hawaii.
Wow. Well, I think I've made my mind up, and Chrissy, since you're laid off, maybe you want to talk.
I do have a shirt.
That's right.
So
Okay. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. I think I made up my mind, and you can certainly make up yours. All right.